Good morning, my viewers. You're welcome to our program, Let's Talk About Marriage. Now, this is designed to be the very first of its episode. It's going to come in episodes. So this is the very first one. So let's start by defining what marriage is. Marriage is a legally and socially recognized union. We call it relationship between a man and a woman, establishing a long term, I would like to say a lifetime relationship with rights, responsibilities, and obligations. So you see, it is the coming together of a man and a woman to stand as one. That's worthy of note, that it is the coming together of a man and a woman to stand as one. So you can see that this marriage relationship is not like the ordinary kind of relationship as many people would want to look at it as being simple. It is not simple. It is a serious relationship. In fact, it is very important. I want to say that it is the second most important kind of relationship after your relationship with God. Your relationship with your partner in marriage comes second. So it is a very important one. Now we want to look at the mind as a key factor in the relationship marriage. The mind is very, very important. It is a determining factor in marriage. The mind is an element that enables a person to think and to feel. It could also be seen as a person's understanding, a person's view or opinion. So the mind is the faculty of consciousness and thoughts. So we want to look at some vital points that shows how the mind affects our marriages. Now, there are a lot of it that we'll discuss in the course of time, but for this episode, we're going to look at just two in this episode. Now, number one, we're going to look at how partners differ in the line of thought. And then we're also going to look at, secondly, that there's no certification that any particular partner's mindset is the best. There's no certification that shows that any particular partner's mindset is the best. But let's begin with the very first one, that you may differ, most likely differ in the line of thought. Now you remember that we said that in marriage, the man and the woman comes together to stand as one. So which means that coming from various environment, various family, society setup, they're coming together now to stand as one. Most times you find out that because their vision is supposed to be one now, they're supposed to have a common goal. They are supposed to move towards achieving set objective that's supposed to be one. Now you find out that the mindset of the man and that of the woman may differ, and it brings in a problem. Most times at the beginning of the marriage, they may want to pretend that, because of the love and all that there's no problem with the other person agreeing with one person and or the man agreeing. So as they go on in marriage, they get tired of the pretense, and each person's mindset begins to play out. And that's where you begin to get misunderstandings, if not properly handled. That's why you see cases where you have partners go into, divorce within 6 months of their marriage span. They go into divorce. You see them develop very serious problems within a very short time because they are not able to handle the mind system that has begun to play out. They've gotten tired of the pretense, and now the real mind has begun to play out. So in this very case, what you need to do is to begin the adjustments. And I tell you, a lot of people have problems trying to adjust the other partner. The very real solution, the very real solution to this problem is to start whatever adjustment that is to be made from yourself. Start making adjustments from yourself. You don't begin to adjust your partner. You don't begin to adjust your partner's mindset. If there's adjustment to make, you start from yourself. You start to adjust to make sure there's no problem. You become careful with what you do, because you should know that you are dealing with somebody that was not there